going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Happy Saturday. Hope your weekend is going really good. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. Helps out the video more. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. You got nothing to lose. Be doing Giants content pretty much this entire off season, and as we get ready for the draft, there's going to be a lot of moves made for the Giants, free agency, all that good stuff. It's been a very interesting off-season so far, and I'm sorry that I kind of been lax with the Giants videos lately. As I told a few people, or in the live stream last night, I just kind of got burnt out a little bit. I needed a little bit of a break. It happens to the best of us, but I do plan on doing more Giants videos here once news breaks. Like today, there's just a few things that I want to talk about. So I do appreciate you watching. As always, I will be live for the Knicks and Lakers tonight at 8:15. You want to come by and hang out for that? It ought to be an interesting game. Both of those teams have certainly underachieved, and I follow both of those teams religiously. I pretty much feel like they're mirror images of one another. I do think the Knicks will find a way to win tonight, but should be a good game. Like I said, if you're around, come on by and hang out. So let's talk about a few things. I'll talk about Brandon Brown first. Director of player personnel for the Philadelphia Eagles is going to be our assistant GM. And I absolutely love this move. And the reason I love this move is this. The Eagles front, listen, as a Giants fan, I hate the Eagles. Hate them. I don't like giving them credit for anything. Want to bash them every opportunity I get. Want them to lose every game. Want them to be humiliated every game. A Giants fan, I don't like them. But credit where it's due. The one thing that the Philadelphia Eagles were able to do is completely, now they didn't have the big change like the Bengals did, but the fact that the Eagles are a 4-win team in 2020, had a terrible cap situation, and were able to turn that around and make the playoffs, completely change the cap situation, make it better, and have 3 first-round picks was a thing of beauty. But what they're able to do, and the reason they were able to succeed so well this year, even without a high-flying offense and wide receivers that aren't any good outside of Devontae Smith, and Eagle fans will tell you that, their offensive line is really good. Their offensive line is one of the best in football. And one of the main reasons, if we're being honest, that they really weren't good last year is because they had a lot of injuries to their offensive line. I'm excited about that. I feel like the Giants, and I've been on record this entire offseason, you guys know I'm a defensive guy, but this year I really just want to focus on this offensive line. Regardless of what the future is for Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones, whoever our future running back is, whoever our future quarterback is, whether that's Jones, whether it's Malik Willis, whether it's somebody else, really want them to be protected. Yeah, if you're an elite quarterback, you don't necessarily need a great offensive line to succeed. Just ask Joe Burrow, okay? Ask Justin Herbert. But it certainly doesn't hurt, and you really don't want your quarterback running for their life every time they drop back to pass. I'm excited about it. I really think that the Giants are putting together a good staff. But I was fooled before, and I'm not going to sit here and go crazy, but I really, really like the Brandon Brown hire. Of course, we always say we get somebody in there for one of our rivals, and they're like, oh, they're going to come in here and sabotage the Giants. I don't think Brandon Brown's going to do that. I think it's a good opportunity for him. I love this hire as a Giants fan, and I really do hope he comes in here and he helps build this team from the inside out, and we become a formidable team up front, because it's something we've missed for 5 years. So I like the Brandon Brown hire a lot, and obviously I wish him nothing but success. We talk about Patrick Graham. This came out last night during the Talking Giants show that Chris and I do. Patrick Graham obviously left for greener pastures in Vegas. There's no taxes in Vegas, so we said, the hell with New York, New Jersey area. I'm going out there to Vegas where I don't have to pay any taxes. That's not really why he did it. I don't know why he did it. Listen, people are going to say that he left the Brian Flores situation, and perhaps that does have something to do with him leaving for Vegas. I don't know why he left for Vegas. I don't know if that's the main reason. I don't know if that's part of the reason. Chris and I talked about it last night. This is a good opportunity for Patrick Graham for future opportunities. The Giants did interview him for a head coaching position here. They decided to go with Brian Daboll, and obviously the goal is not to have Brian Daboll be gone in 2 seasons. You'd like to have a little bit of stability in the head coaching spot, which we haven't had in 5 years. But obviously, Brian Daboll is going to be the future head coach here for at least a couple of years. I hope it's 10, 15 years. I hope he's great here. But I think Patrick Graham's thinking about the future And I also think he has a lot more to work with the Raiders. A guy like Max Crosby, certainly, who wouldn't want to work with him? So I think it's a good opportunity for Patrick Graham. I wish Patrick Graham nothing but success. I know a lot of people didn't like the soft zone. They were talking about that. Thank God he's gone. There was no soft zone. But I'll be honest, I don't think that was all Patrick Graham. I believe that was a lot of Joe Judge. Joe Judge is just extremely conservative. I thought Patrick Graham did a very good job with what he had to work with here. Yeah, I know that the 75-0 in the last half of that wasn't good. That was not good. And you can put some of the blame on Patrick Graham for that, rightfully so. But at the same time, you got to put it on the offense. The offense scored no points. And if the defense is always out on the field in the last 2 minutes, they're going to have an opportunity to score. It'd be nice if our offense could have scored. Could have ran out the clock. You know, they didn't do that. But I thought Graham did a good job here. But I will say this. If they did keep Graham around, it might have been a little bit awkward from him, seeing as he would have been the last remaining guy from the leftover regime. And if you're going to rebuild this whole thing, it's probably better to start over and start with a completely fresh coaching staff. I'm sure Brian Daboll would have loved to work with Patrick Graham. Like I said, I thought Patrick Graham did a good job here. But now Daboll can choose the guy that he wants and not the guy that was already here when he took over. They're interviewing Wink Martindale today, obviously the former defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens. His record speaks for itself. His track record speaks for itself. I was actually an advocate of having Wink Martindale be our head coach a couple years ago. He was definitely one of my favorites to come in here, and I thought he could have done a really good job, and instead they decided to go Joe Judge, which we know how that worked out for us. But I think that if Wink Martindale came in here, it would be a good opportunity for him, and I think it would be a good move for the Giants. Obviously, he's not going to be the only guy that they interview. He will be the first for this position. And again, if they go in a different direction, Vic Fangio is another name that's out there that I really like. But we'll see exactly how the Giants do this. I believe there was rumors even beforehand that Brian Daboll really liked Wink Martindale. And we'll see what direction the Giants go on. Obviously, if there is an official word on who the Giants hire for a defense coordinator, I'll come back and do a video. But again, I'm not going to sit here and get ultra excited. I'm not going to be ultra optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic. I do like what the Giants did this offseason. So far, we'll see. You know, like I said, Shane and Daboll were able to turn around the Buffalo Bills. You got Kafka coming in here from the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a guy that Andy Reid is extremely high on, and he did not want him to go. He wanted to hold on to him at all costs, and the Giants are able to get him as an offensive coordinator. Again, I'm not going to sit here and start saying, "Oh my God, this is what a great, regime we're putting together, the front office, the coaching staff, we're going to be great." I'm not doing that, but I am cautiously optimistic that this particular group of people is going to get the Giants going in the right direction. You can see their philosophies. I think it's a lot of younger guys with good minds, 21st century football philosophy, not a relic and a dinosaur. Like Dave Gettleman. And obviously, people say, well, Daboll's got no head coaching experience, but at least he was an offensive coordinator. Like Joe Judge was a special teams guy. Like we really reached for Joe Judge. And listen, guys like Sean McVay were not head coaches, and look at how great he is. They don't always have to be retread head coaches. They don't always have to be or have head coaching experience to be successful in the NFL. They all start from somewhere. They're not all head coaches to begin with. Yeah, we have failed with these coordinators. Let's be honest. Shermer was a failure. McAdoo was a failure, and Joe Judge was an ultra failure. Hopefully that's not the case with Daboll and company, but it'll be interesting to see which direction the Giants go as far as defensive coordinator goes. I do think Wink Martindale is probably the favorite, and like I said, his track record speaks for itself. We know what he brings. He is an experienced defensive coordinator, and I think it would be a good fit for the Giants. So we'll see what direction they go. I love the Brandon Brown hire, and I love the Kafka hire, and I like what they're doing, but that doesn't matter. We'll see what they do on the field. That's really all that does matter. Anyway, that's all I got in this video. As always, if you made it this far, you're a trooper. I appreciate you watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, share the video out if you like. And as always, leave your comments below and let me know what you think about Brandon Brown and the rest of what's going on with the New York Giants. It's a bad diggity dizzle, and I'm out. Peace.